Oh my goodness. Today is only the second weekend. I had to stop at the Peach Cobbler Factory. This dessert is so delicious. And it's so delicious. I messed up. You guys are probably going to stop following me, but I will tell you this. Sugar does not put fat on you. Instead, what it does is it helps you to start gaining more mass. So if you need more information on that, just keep following my channel and I'll be able to help you out with that. But this is really delicious. Look at that. OMG. I almost ate it all until I was reminded I needed to put this on video. So stay tuned for more. Greetings everyone. If you are a past athlete, if you played sports in high school, college, or if you went pro, and you've injured yourself while playing that sport, here is a great way in order for you to not re-injure your injury that you injured in the past, if that makes sense. So what happens is, like for example, I injured my shoulder while playing football. It was literally, I can still remember that day, and I went to go up against a lineman. Of course, he was 3 times my size. I played a defensive end in high school, and I went to go up and try to like brush up against him really hard with my arm, and I felt my shoulder felt like it was out of place, but it wasn't out of place. It was a weird feeling, and I felt like I had what was called a stinger. And people would, the coaches were like, "Well, you have a stinger. Can you move it?" I was like, "Not really. I can't really move it, but it does hurt. Can you help me?" So with that being said, my arm now, in my 30s, I feel a slight pain, and the only reason I feel that pain is because I haven't been inside the gym for more than a month. And anytime that I'm away from the gym for more than a month, and I feel my injuries that happened to me when I was younger, when I was a teenager. And the only really bad one that really happened to me was my shoulder. I had some other ones like my ankles, but those were they just twisted over, not too bad. But I don't really feel those at this age. I actually feel pretty good about those. Those are really strong, so that's really good. But my shoulders, because I haven't hit the gym, I feel that slight pain that I get sometimes. It's a very, very small pain. It's there, and it lets me know that it's there. So another thing, if you want to prevent any more injuries, think about this: pattern overload. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. I don't know if you've ever seen another video, one of my shorts, where I mentioned pattern overload. But pattern overload, simply put, is when you are repeatedly doing something on a daily basis that could potentially lead to an injury. For example, let's say that if I was to constantly lean on my console here, if I constantly lean on this console and see what's leaning on it, my elbow, my shoulder, even my wrist would get affected. So if I'm constantly leaning on this here, then guess what's going to happen? If I were to try and maybe lift weights or do something very active, very physical, then potentially my elbow, my wrist, my shoulder could potentially get injured. And that reason is because your body starts to get used to that position that is not correct, and things start to rot. Your body starts rotting in those certain areas, and then when you go to lift or do something very physical, what happens is you injure yourself. Think about it like this: if you look at a lot of injuries in the professional sports world, basketball, football, soccer, think about what type of injuries that they have. Some of them are pattern overload related. And the reason being for that is a lot of them who doesn't drive, when you're in the sports world. If you lean your leg on your door on a daily basis, guess what? Now your knee is in a position to be able to get injured but you don't realize that because you're thinking, oh, I'm just relaxing my knee. But let's say over time, throughout that year that you continually are leaning your knee on that door, this is what happens. So as you can see, there are plenty of potential dangers when it comes to pattern overload, and you just want to make sure that your body is in almost perfect posture most of the time of the day, every single day, mainly because of those potential injuries that can occur. Even when you're just working your normal job, 9-to-5 job, you know, or if you work overtime especially, you want to make sure you take care of your posture. Earlier today, I just seen a gentleman who was wearing one of those back braces that goes around your stomach, around your back, and I'm most certainly sure, sorry about that, you know that I do Uber on the go, but I'm most certainly sure that he probably would benefit more from doing anything yoga or Pilates, because it would strengthen his entire body, especially his back. Because when you have a nice strong core, you know, from the front and the back side, then you wouldn't need to have one of those back braces whatsoever. So if he were just to start exercising and you know, just as little as 20 minutes a day would actually help strengthen his back. But you know, again, some people just rather have the crutch, you know, so to speak, of course. But that's a whole other discussion, it's a whole other topic, and well, stay tuned. So I'm going to do push-ups with a twist. My head is going to go over this because I can't necessarily put it under, but this is how it goes. So as you can see, the exercises that I have done have been upgraded. They were pretty tough, I would say, for someone who, you know, is currently still over 300 pounds, but pretty tough. Sorry, Uber again. So yes, as I was saying, I did some challenging exercises for my latest workout, which was last done on Monday. When was it, Monday? No, Tuesday. Sorry about that. On Tuesday, and it was pretty challenging. Had me huffing and puffing. I was a little bit sore from what I did, a little bit in my back area, my lats, a little bit from my legs, a little bit in my abs, but nothing compares to lifting weights, which is why I can't wait to get back into the gym. But I do want to lose weight before I actually reach the gym, because once I hit the gym, it's a lot harder for me to lose weight, but I trim a whole lot faster. You know, I lose inches much quicker, and I burn that much more calories that much more faster. But anywho, make sure that you guys subscribe to my channel, like this video, and I will be seeing you guys in another video.